Right, guys, we are live for this last round robin game of the Trans-Tasman. I did say I wasn't going to do it, but yeah, I've got nothing else to do. So let's get into this game and see how this game will pan out. Hopefully, it will be a really good game. We're expecting the Waratahs to lose by quite a big margin again today. We might be wrong. Let's hope it's not the case. And we can see a really good game today between the Waratahs and the Chiefs. Expecting the Chiefs to win by at least 20 points, maybe. Could be even a little bit more. Let's quickly look at the lineups real quickly. Alex Hodgman. No, that's the wrong one. Sorry about that. So here we go. The lineup for the Waratahs: Andrew Tuwala, Tom Horton, Faulkner, Sinclair, Jack Wheaton, Lakey Swinton, Jack Dempsey, and Raboni Warren Vosayako. So the back line then, Jack Grant, Will Harrison, James Ram, Foketi Peresi, Alex Newsom, and Mark Nakatawasi. Then for the Chiefs side, Aidan Ross, Bradley Slater, Angus Tuafua, Zane Capelli, Tupo Vai, Peter Gus Sawakula, Lakeland Bosher, and Luke Jacobson. Then on the back line, we've got Brad Weber, Brian Gatlin, Sean Wanui, Quinn Tupaya, Alex Nakival, Sean Stevenson, and Caleb Trask at full back. Then on the bench, Robbie Abel, Peck Cohen, Chris Talakai, Sam Keard, Jeremy Williams, Will Harris, Henry Roberts, and Tane Edmund. So a lot of strange names there that I don't know of. Then for the Chiefs, Samasoni Takiaho, Ollie Norris, Ruben O'Neill, Tom Florence, Tualani, Xavier Rowe, Antoinette Brown, and Chase Tia on the bench for the Chiefs as well. So let's get into this. This should be a really good game. Looking forward to it. It is the Waratahs versus the Chiefs, and it should be a really good game here. Not very familiar with the names of the Waratahs, as this will, I think, be my first stream doing a Waratahs game this season, as I haven't expected too much from them throughout the season. So let's see how it goes, guys. It should be a fantastic game. The last one of Super Rugby Trans-Tasman for 2021 before we have the final next week between the Blues and the Highlanders. So Waratahs versus Chiefs, Super Rugby Trans-Tasman 2021. Here we go. It is going to be kicked off by Will Harrison for the Waratahs in this game. Just awaiting the kickoff from Will Harrison now. We should be in for a really good game, this one. Expect a high-scoring game as the game gets kicked off and into the hands. It goes of Zane Capelli for the Chiefs. They got possession just outside their own 22 at the moment. Controlling into the back is Brad Weber. Goes with the box kick over the top. Collected by the Waratahs. And here they come, Will Harrison. Will Harrison brought down beautifully there by the prop forward, and a penalty to the Chiefs very early on in this game. And an opportunity for them to kick this into touch. An early penalty given away by Will Harrison for the Waratahs. We've had about 40 seconds in this game, and the Chiefs with an early opportunity to put this into touch, but does not find touch, and it's been kicked away there by the fullback for the Waratahs. Kicked by Mark Nakatawasi there for the Waratahs. So a bad mistake early on here from the Chiefs, not finding touch when they've had the opportunity to take an early advantage in this game. Right, so the throw-in taken by Zane Capelli off the back now. Here's a chance for the Chiefs early on, and a good little run here. An opportunity out wide for Wanui, and Wanui is going to run in for the first try for the Chiefs here. An easy try. Just went through the back line, and try time to the Chiefs. 5 points to 0 after just 1.5 minutes in this game. Great start for the Chiefs, looking to really embarrass this Waratahs side today. Is what the Trans-Tasman competition was all about this season, is the New Zealand franchises just dominating the Australian ones and giving them hidings all around the field all day long. So this will be no different. Early start for the Chiefs, 5-0. It is Sean Wanui who goes over in the corner for the very first try of this game. So not messing around is this Chiefs side. And Sean Wanui gets his first try of Trans-Tasman this season. So let's see the conversion attempt from Brian Gatlin, whether he can get this over for them. It should be a difficult one. It is a beautiful kick, though, and it goes over. So 2.5 minutes gone, and it's 7-0 for the Chiefs here. Great start for them. Just through the hands beautifully, and try time to the Chiefs. Right, not the best start for the Waratahs, though. Will Harrison kicks this off again. This time collected by Lakeland Boshier for the Chiefs. Brad Weber waiting for the ball at the back now. It is taken up by Aidan Ross. Now comes back to Brian Gatlin, who goes to the air. Who's chasing after this? Wanui is. And he's found it again. Wanui. Still going Wanui over the 22-meter line. He goes now. Brad Weber needs to get this out quickly. Lakeland Boshier. Great start from the Chiefs here, but it's been snatched by the Waratahs, but illegally so. And it's a penalty against, is it Jack Dempsey there? Yeah, he's the one who's getting penalized for that one. And it's going to be an early opportunity now for the Chiefs to get some more points on the board after just 3 minutes of play in this game. Great stuff from the Chiefs early on in this game. Just showing clearly the dominance going forward in this one. Right, they're going to go for the corner, 5 meters out now, the Chiefs, with the throw in. Bradley Slater, after just 4 minutes of this game, the Chiefs have taken a resounding lead with this line out to come. Right, it's been taken in there at the back by the number 8, Luke Jacobson. They're still going forward as the Chiefs now trying to disrupt it as the Waratahs, but the Chiefs having none of it. Now it goes down. Will that ball come back for the Chiefs? Yes, it will. Oh, no, it won't. So it's going to be a scrum down to the Waratahs. So another missed opportunity here for the Chiefs very early on in this game. Really wasted opportunity there. Like with that first kick, that didn't go for touch. So, yeah, expecting this from a Chiefs side, finalist in Super Rugby Aotearoa, to really just dominate this Waratahs side today. Otis Murray says, hi, Kuru. How's it going, Otis? Hope you are well. And looking forward to this game. Do we think the Chiefs will be able to run in easily against this Waratahs side? I'm really good. Thank you, Otis. How are you? Right, it is going to be a scrum down now to the Waratahs, 5 meters out from their own try line. Can they get this out? Does come at the back now. It is going to be run by Foketti. Foketti trying to bash his way up. 10 meters out from the try line. The kick from the scrum off is a good one. Kicks it downfield, but into the hands of Sean Wanui again. And here they come again now. Stevenson. Out it goes to Nankivel. Nankivel steps back inside. Still going is Nankivel. 5 meters out from the try line now. The Chiefs really looking to put the pressure on him. And now Sawakula. 5 meters out from the try line. Can I get this back? Penalty advantage coming their way as well. Now Brad Weber. Out it goes to Brian Gatlin, who puts it to the boot. But it is collected by Foketti. So penalty to the Chiefs again. Otis Murray says he's very happy, and I know exactly why, Otis. I know your team has reached the final of the Super Rugby Trans-Tasman. I know you are a big Highlanders fan, so know exactly why you are happy. Right, penalty 3 conceded already by the Waratahs, and Gatlin is going to kick this into touch. 6.5 minutes into this first half. Chance now for the Chiefs to line this up and maybe get a second try in this game. Right frame from Bradley Slater. This time goes over the top of Capelli. And now a chance here for the Waratahs to go on the attack. Just inside their own 22, taken up by Jack Dempsey now. 5 meters out from their own 22. Here we go again for Ketty now. Trying to hit the gap there at pace. Nearly gets it there as well. Now it's Peresi. Peresi breaks straight through. Still going up to halfway now, Peresi. Doing a great job at the moment. Over halfway goes the Waratahs. Neat quick ball now. Comes back to Will Harrison. And he's going to try and find space at the back. It's not going to work out for him. Into the hands of Stevenson. Gives it out to Brian Gatlin. And now Brian Gatlin is going to thump this downfield and finds touch roundabout on halfway for the Chiefs. Great passage of play there. Otis Murray says, I did not want the home final. So, yeah. So you're happy to go to Eden Park and play that final against the Blues. Right, so throwing coming in for Bradley Slate. No, it's actually a Waratahs line-out. So it is Tom Horton to throw this in for the Waratahs. Can they do something with this? Is the Waratahs inside the Chiefs half, but it's been overthrown. And now Bradley Slate has got it. Wanui. Out it goes to Boscia on the boot. Nankivell knocks it on, unfortunately. And now a chance here, Nakatawasi. Out it goes to the left winger. James Ram tried to make a couple of meters, but into touch he goes. So scrum down to the Waratahs, run about on halfway. And maybe a chance for them to set up a good move here in the back line. We've had 9 minutes in this first half. And the Chiefs looking very dangerous when they've got ball in hand. Right, so scrum down to the Waratahs. It's going to be Jack Grant to feed this to the scrum for the Waratahs. Otis has got to go 15 minutes for so stuff. All right, no problem, Otis. Right, 9 minutes gone in this first half. The Waratahs trailing by 7 points already. Will the Chiefs get a big win here today, or will the Waratahs be able to become only the third Australian side to win a single game in Trans-Tasman? So only the Brumbies and the Reds able to get one win each in this Trans-Tasman competition. Apart from that, it's been totally dominated by the New Zealand franchises, and we are set to maybe see the 23rd victory here for the New Zealand franchises before we get to the final next week between the Blues and the Highlanders. So no Crusaders this time round, and that is the big surprise of the competition. Apart from that, it's pretty much New Zealand dominance in every facet of the game. It's going to be another scrum reset now for the Waratahs, struggling at scrum time against this Chiefs side at the moment. We've had 9.5 minutes in this first half. It is the Chiefs leading by 7 points to 0. Scrum feed's going to come from Grant now for the Waratahs. And let's see how this scrum is going to go. Hopefully it won't be too difficult. Another scrum goes down and a penalty this time to the Waratahs. Front row is going down, so an opportunity now for the Waratahs to send this into touch. Tuafua going down almost immediately from that scrum. Pressure was good there from the loser prop Andrew Tuala. Now I'm lying. It is Andrew Tuala who put the pressure there on Tuafua. So line up now on the 22-meter line for the Waratahs. Can they get some points on the board? It is Tom Horton to throw this line out in for them. On the 22-meter line, Waratahs now on the attack. It is going to go to Jack Dempsey at the back now. A great little run from Lakeland Swinton. Over the 22-meter line they go. Grant again. Now a chance here for Peresi. Peresi beats one or two defenders about 15 meters out from the try line. Now Grant. Out it goes to Nakatawasi, gets the offload, but into touch goes the Waratahs. And it has been into touch by Alex Newsom and quickly taken by the Chiefs. It kicks it downfield, and they're going to find touch round about, let's see, between the 10 and halfway. So Alex Newsom just unable to get hold of that ball, and we are going to have a line out now to the Waratahs round about between the 10 and halfway inside Chiefs half. Right, again, it is Horton with the throw into this line out. He's going to try to find Swinton, but it's been overthrown again. Bradley Slater over halfway for the Chiefs now. Brad Weber has control. Peter Soakula now it comes out to Paya, out to Nankivel, out wide to Stevenson. Over halfway goes the Chiefs now back inside. It goes a beautiful little pass to Caleb Trasser, kick ahead. The chase is on here. Grant has gone back for the Waratahs 5 meters from his own try line. And it's been stolen by the Chiefs. It is Brad Weber 1 meter short from the try line now. Pick and go from the Chiefs. Will they get there? They're over the try line, but I think it's held up. And we do come back for a penalty to the Chiefs here. All the Waratahs offside there. And another chance now for the Chiefs to put some more points on the board. The Waratahs under some really big pressure here. Brian Mario says, let's go Chiefs, you got this. Bula Funaka from Fiji. Welcome to this live stream then, Brian. Hope you're going to enjoy it, and hopefully I do justice to this. So Peresi is gone. Isaiah Peresi is injured for the Waratahs, and it's not looking good for him. Who's going to come on in the place of Peresi now? Let's see who they've got on the bench. They do have number 23, which is Tane Edmund, who's onto the field for Peresi now. We've had 11 and a half minutes in this first half. Chiefs scoring almost from the get-go through Sean Manui. I think it was in the second minute that he dotted down for a try in the corner for the Chiefs now. So scrum down for the Chiefs, 5 meters out from the try line. They will be looking to push over this Waratahs side. Jack Dempsey and Lakeland Swinton will try their very best to disrupt this Chiefs side. Right, scrum down. It is in now Weber to feed this at the back of that scrum. Another penalty advantage coming. Now Brad Weber, out it goes to Brian Gatlin. Tried to get the offload to Tupaya, but it got turned over almost immediately by the Waratahs, but coming back for that penalty advantage to the Chiefs again. Foketti nearly stole that ball and ran the length of the field, but unfortunately the penalty advantage was there already. Right, so again 5 meters out from the try line, the Chiefs now with another scrum down. We've had 14 minutes in this first half, 7 points to 0 the Chiefs lead. An injury to Peresi for the Waratahs. I've seen now Edmed coming on for the Waratahs. Scrum down to the Chiefs now, 5 meters from the try line. Can they get this another try here? 14 minutes gone in this first half. Controlled at the back now here they come again. A long cutout pass from Brian Gatlin to Sean Wanui, and Sean Wanui easily in for his second try of this game, and that was just way too easy. The Waratahs caught terribly offline there in defense, and Sean Wanui goes over for his second try for the Chiefs here, 15 minutes into this first half. Great stuff there. The pass wasn't all great from Gatlin, but he took the initiative to go for that long cutout pass. Had one bounce and into the hands of Sean Wanui, and the try has been scored in the corner again for the Chiefs. Right, Ruben Kiss says, I think that the Chiefs will win this. I'm very much sure that they will do it. And then Achilles says, didn't you say you're not going to do this stream? LOL. Yes, Achilles, I wasn't going to do it, but Then I found out that I've got nothing better to do, so I might just watch the game and then do some commentary on it. If you want me to, I can make you a moderator again for this one. Just let me know if you want to be the moderator. Right, so conversion attempt coming up for Brian Gatlin now. He's been successful with 9 out of 12 kicks this season, and that is going to be another beauty of a kick. It's 14 points to 0 for the Chiefs now after about 16 minutes of play. Great stuff from the Chiefs again, just showing the Waratahs how it's done. The Waratahs having no answer at the moment. Will Harrison with the restart taken by Zane Capelli for the Chiefs. Just outside their own 22, they get the ball, and it's now Tuafua who takes, or Aiden Johnson who takes it down for the, or Aiden Ross, sorry, for the Chiefs. Brian Weber got it at the back of that ruck. He's going to go with a little box kick over the top, and Nakatawasi is going to try and get this. Yes, he will. Now the Waratahs have possession. It's Grant, the pass to Foketi. Long cutout pass now to Jack. No, it is actually Foketi now. But into touch they go, and the Waratahs just look really lackluster at the moment. Not going anywhere whatsoever in this game. Okay. So Achilles, you will be a moderator until I demote you. No, that's good. So I will not demote you. Definitely not. Right, so penalty now to the Waratahs from that line-out. A bit of interference in that line-out. So after 17 minutes, it is now a penalty to the Waratahs. Kicks it downfield, and that is not... Is it going to find touch? No, it's not. So Will Harrison making a mistake there for the Waratahs, one that they don't need at the moment. So let's just see what the referee said. It's going to be a 22 or a goal line kick in here for the Chiefs side. 18 minutes gone in this first half. 14 points to 0. The Chiefs leading the Waratahs at the moment. To the kick downfield into the hands of Nakatawasi. And now a chance here for Wheaton. Wheaton darting down the middle, but held up brilliantly by Capelli. Now Grant again. And it goes to the number 8 of the Waratahs, just outside of 22 now. Here they come again. It's Lakeland Swinton, Grant, Will Harrison. And it goes to the number 5. Let's see, it is Lakeland Swinton then. Now Foketi tries to the miracle offload, gets the number 8 again. 5 meters out from the 22. Here comes the Waratahs. Great hands, Nakatawasi. Nakatawasi bundled into touch on the 22-meter line. And great defense from the Chiefs there, just not allowing the Waratahs any space whatsoever in this game. 19 minutes gone in this first half. It is 14 points to 0. So now another injury, this time to Foketi for the Waratahs. They've already lost Peresi through injury. And it will not be good if they have to lose another center here. He does look in some pain, is Foketi now for the Waratahs. And we might see another replacement coming on real soon now for the Waratahs. 19 minutes gone in this first half. It is Foketi now down injured as well. Peresi already leaving the field with an injured hand. I think might have been a wrist injury. And now Foketi down with what seems to be an ankle injury. It is the knee of Foketi, and he looks in some pain at the moment. I doubt that he will continue this game as well. Well, miraculously, he is going to stand up now, and let's just see what happened there. Can't see exactly what was wrong. Peresi definitely injured his wrist there. So that was the reason why he left the field. And now Foketi twisting badly on his knee. getting heavy bandages around that knee area now. So we just wait for this game to continue. They've already lost one centre. They can't afford to lose another one. So after the 20-minute mark, basically in this game, it's been all Chiefs as expected. 14-point lead for them. I said around about a 20-point victory for them, maybe more. So they are well on target to getting hammered by this Chiefs side today. So 21 tackles from the Waratahs, 23 from the Chiefs. Missed tackles 6 by the Chiefs and only 1 by the Waratahs, which is not exactly what the scoreboard is suggesting at the moment. Right, so line out now to the Chiefs, roundabout on the 22-meter line inside their own half. Throw in from Bradley Slater. He's going to find Tupovai. Now Brad Weber. Off the back they go. Gatlin, Sowakula, bashing his way up to, well, basically to the 22 again. Now Brian Gatlin knocks it on and under pressure from Swinton. But it is going to be a scrum down to the Waratahs now, 10 meters out from the Chiefs' try line. Bad mistake from Brian Gatlin there. And a chance now for the Waratahs. So Achilles says, I'm reading more about the moderator. Want to get more information regarding how it works, etc. And then YouTube recommend you must at least have one very active moderator to keep chat peaceful and help you with things heated, etc. Now, I appreciate that support, Achilles. I've always wanted somebody to help me out. Just nobody have offered before. So I'm really grateful for the opportunity that you are going to help me with this. So really appreciate that, man. Right, scrum feed to the Waratahs. 10 meters out now. It is going to be picked up here by the number 8. Goes around the corner. I'm just struggling to pronounce this guy's name. 5 meters out now. Grant. It goes back to Swinton now. 5 meters out from the try line. Grant. Out it goes to Dempsey. Puts his head down. About 5 meters out from the try line. Here they come again. Oh, gone from the Waratahs. It's going to be a scrum down now to the Chiefs. And a bad mistake this time round from the Waratahs. Just not able to get the points on the board. And that knock-on was done by, let's see who the guy is. Not very familiar with the Waratahs players. So it is, in fact, Jack Wheaton who knocked that ball on. Achilles says, anytime, man, you're a friendly and awesome dude. Always glad to help you out. And thank you so much, Achilles. Really appreciate that, man. Scrum down to the Chiefs now. 5 meters out from their own try line. And an opportunity to clear their lines here after 21 minutes in this first half. Right, scrum feed to Brad Weber. Hopefully we won't have a reset here. It's beautifully fed in by Brad Weber, and a big scrum from the Chiefs now. They could be milking a penalty real soon here. Waratahs still going backwards. Now it comes out to the number 8, and here they come again. Beautiful run here from the captain now, Brad Weber. Brad Weber still going over the 20. Whoa, what a tackle on Brad Weber. And in that pass, it went forward. Unfortunately, Tupaya just can't get hold of that. And what a run from Brad Weber, as well as the number 8, Luke Jacobson there for the Waratahs. Great breakaway from him. And then the offload to Brad Weber was just as brilliant. Out the back door. Then Weber had a run, but a brilliant cover tackle from James Ram, just dislodging that ball. And the pass to Tupaya just not going to hand there. Right, so it's going to be a scrum down now to the Waratahs. 22 and a half minutes gone in this game. 14 points to 0, 5 meters out from the Waratahs, 22. They do have the feed to the scrum, and it's going to be Jack Grant to feed this for the Waratahs. He's been very lively so far, the scrum off the Waratahs as well. 23 minutes gone in this first half. Right, in it goes. At the back, controlling it is Grant now. Chance for Ketty, gives it out. Here's a chance now for Edmund. Gives it out to Nakatawasi, who puts it to the boot. Great little run from the Waratahs, but it comes to an end into the hands of Stevenson. He's going over the 22, gives it to Sean Wanui. Up to the 22-meter line he goes. And penalty coming the way of the Chiefs again. Players going off their feet. And so a penalty to the Chiefs now after 23.5 minutes. It is going to be Brian Gatlin to kick this downfield and finds touch roundabout on halfway for the Chiefs here. Just quickly want to send a message here. Right, it's lined out to the Chiefs on halfway now. Bradley Slater to throw this in. Who's he going to find? He is going to find Jacobson at the back. And now driving more from the Chiefs again. But a penalty to the Waratahs. Was it obstruction from the Chiefs there? Not binding correctly for that ball. And it is now a penalty to the Waratahs on halfway. Mistake from the Chiefs this time around. They could have led by so much more already. Right, so the kick downfield finds touch inside the 22 of the Chiefs now, and the Waratahs have an opportunity through Horton to get some points here for the Waratahs. Otis says he's back as well. Welcome back, Otis. Throw-in taken beautifully by Wheaton. Now Grant off the back. Harrison gives it out to the forwards. Driving it forward is the number 8. Fosaya Aku is the guy who took it up there. Now for Ketty, 10 meters out from the try line. Here's the Waratahs now. Taken up by Jack Dempsey. About 7 meters out now. Grant. Out it goes to the replacement prop forward. But it's been stolen. Well, has it been stolen on the ground? No, it's not. Jack Dempsey puts his head down again. 5 meters out. Grant. Opportunity now for the Waratahs. Just need to be patient. Grant again. Out to the number 8. Penalty advantage coming up for the Waratahs now. Pick and go from the forwards. 2 meters out now. Can they get a try for all their efforts here so far? Picked up by the number 8 again. Not going anywhere. Now Wheaton tries to take it up for them. Still short. Gets the pass out. Will they go over the try line? Just held up. And it's not going to be a try. It's going to be held up. So they're going to come back for a penalty for the Waratahs here. And all the effort gone to waste. Otis Murray says, Achilles, you're the mod. Yes, he is. Right. Can we see the Waratahs maybe set up some points here? They did go for the TMO decision, but there's just no way that we will see that ball being dotted down. It's been held up by Zane Capelli for the Chiefs. Absolutely no way that can be grounded at all. So we are going to come back for that penalty to the Waratahs then. Brad Weber just having a talk with the referee there. They are being penalized for being offside there. So good defense so far from the Chiefs on their own try line. Well, the Waratahs go for touch. It is Will Harrison who's going to kick it for touch here. And Horton already standing ready for that throw-in. 5 meters out from the try line. Can they do something with this? Is the Waratahs. Wheaton takes it at the back of that scrum, that maul. It's not straight. And it is going to be a scrum down to the Chiefs. Or no. It's going to be a re-throw-in. The referee wasn't ready there. So another line-out throw for Horton to come up 5 meters out from the try line. This time beautifully taken by Wheaton again. Now they form them all. Here they come. 5 meters out. The Waratahs now with an opportunity. Still going forward. Still going. Penalty advantage for the Waratahs again. 1 meter short of the try line. This time they dart over again. And I think they're happy with this one. But the referee might have another look at this. It is, let's see, it's the Terra Faulkner, I think, who went over there. And Boscher getting the yellow card there for a professional foul. So no try awarded. It is going to be another penalty to the Waratahs now. Boscher off with a yellow card. 10 minutes in the bin for the Chiefs, number 7, and also one of the players that hasn't had the kind of impact he's had in the last 2 seasons. Line out taken again by the Waratahs, and that is not straight. It is going to be a scrum down now to the Chiefs. So, yeah, things just not working out for the Waratahs at the moment at all. Achilles says, OMG, I just noticed as a mod I can remove people from the channel. Better behave, people. Yep, you've got the privilege to do that, Achilles. So, yeah, choose wisely. Achilles says, well, not remove, but hide them from the channel and give them time out. Not permanently remove. Sorry, explained it wrong. Well, you can, like you say, hide them and put them in a timeout. So anybody that won't behave, especially come later between that Bulls Sharks game, but just don't hide all the Shark supporters now. Achilles, I know you are a Bulls supporter, aren't you? So please don't hide all the Shark supporters then. It is going to be a scrum down now to the Chiefs, 5 meters out from their own try line. 28 minutes gone in this first half. 8.5 minutes to go on that yellow card for Lakeland Boscher. And the Chiefs will do well to get out of their own 22 now. Scrum feed for Brad Weber. Tupaya is now slotting down at the number 7 flanker for the Chiefs. So they full 8 men. Free kick to the Chiefs now. And they can kick this into touch directly because they are inside the 22. Brian Gatlin will do just that for the Chiefs now with about 29 minutes gone in this first half. What are they talking about? A big decision coming up here for the Chiefs side, it seems. Let's see what they decide to do. They're going to go for another scrum. So that, for me, is not a good decision. Brad Weber, I think, is the captain here for this. Let's see who's the captain for the Chiefs. So, yeah, it is Brad Weber who's the captain. So I don't know why on earth he would want to go for a scrum 5 meters out where he just could have kicked it into touch. Akili says, you just made me laugh. You gave me a good idea. And yes, I'm a Bulls fan. Yep, I think I should remove you as the moderator for that game. No, I'm just joking. South Africa just dashed from Super Rugby. Oh, and if won the penalty is the Chiefs, so we now know exactly why he wanted to do that scrum again. So good decision in the end from Brad Weber. Having confidence in his back of forwards to milk that penalty for them. Well, Otis, the fact that South Africa got dashed from Super Rugby might have been a blessing in disguise for South African rugby because I think the Europe competition will be a lot, I wouldn't say a lot better, but it will be a lot more competitive. And looking at the current Trans-Tasman competition, it's just not looking like a lucrative competition with the New Zealand franchises really dominating the Aussies one. So here we go. Brian Gatlin with a kick, hoist downfield, and it is now chased by all the Chiefs players, but beautifully taken by Nakatawasi. Grant, out it goes to the number 8 now. A chance for Edmund. Edmund over up to the 10-meter line inside Chiefs half. Grant again. Gives it out to Wheaton. Quick ball required now. Grant, out it goes to Will Harrison. Chance here for Nakatawasi over the 10-meter line. Quick ball needed now. Grant again. Wheaton. Out it goes to the number 6 here. Here they come again. Back inside to James Ram. James Ram, 10 meters out from the 22 now. Here comes the Waratahs. Another chance. Jack Dempsey, 5 meters out from the 22 now. And a penalty coming up. Well, first of all, it would have been a penalty against the Waratahs, but they are coming back for a dangerous tackle on Jack Dempsey. So penalty to the Waratahs. Otis Murray says Australia's just so bad. That's it. And then Achilles says South Africa has so many talented rugby players from rugby schools, university, club, etc. We are blessed with good players. Absolutely. We are truly blessed with some really good players. Just look how many is playing overseas, and then how good the talent pool is currently in the Rainbow Cup as well, having all the local players playing there. We are really blessed, like the New Zealand teams as well. Right, throw in from Horton now for the Waratahs, 10 meters out. Taken in again from the forwards of the Waratahs. Was taken up there from, was it Hugh Sinclair who took it up for the Waratahs now? Controlling it at the back is Horton. They're about 6 or 7 meters out from the try line now. Here they come again. It's Horton now, 5 meters out from the try line. Can they get a try before half time? It's a great little dart, and so close, 1 meter out is Faulkner now. Just short again, 1 meter out is the Waratahs now. Can they get the try? Now Will Harrison with the cross kick. This could work out for them. It's a brilliant try for Nakatawasi. Beautiful take in the air, beating Caleb Trask to that one. And that is try time to the Waratahs with 6 minutes to go in this first half. Otis Murray is Rainbow Cup. Curry Cup? No, it's not, Otis. So it is actually a competition between the Pro 14 teams and the South African teams. But because of the COVID-19, they had to maybe format it in a way that you could say is basically a Curry Cup. But there will be a final next week between the Northern Hemisphere top side and the Southern Hemisphere top side, which means it will be Bennett and Treviso from the Pro 14 who ended on top against either the Bulls or the Sharks, who wins today. Achilles says, well, I don't think so, at least, yeah. So the Curry Cup will continue in a couple of weeks' time. I think maybe next week. I think they will be starting with the week after. They will be starting with the Curry Cup as well. So we will be fielding our B teams basically with all the Springboks gone for the Lions tour. The conversion is good from Will Harrison. So 14 points to 7 with 5 minutes to go in this first half. Otis Murray says former All Blacks in Highland in midfield. Malachi Fekitoa is switching his international rugby alliance to Tonga. Yeah, I did hear that. So he will be eligible for Tonga after the Sevens tournament or the Olympics, I think it is. So expect more of the same to come in the future. Nakatawasi getting that restart for the Waratahs just inside their own half at the moment. Oh, 22 is the Waratahs now. Grant with a box kick over the top. And he's going to find touch roundabout on halfway for the Waratahs. So a closer game than expected so far between the Chiefs and the Waratahs here today. Otis Murray saying Super Rugby sucks. So, yeah, I guess when the New Zealand sides are winning every single game, it does get kind of a bit boring if you look at the bigger prospects of this competition. So I, for one, can't wait to see the Pro 16 next season, where the South African teams get to play Leinster, Munster, Ulster, all those teams. So the Chiefs under pressure from that lineup, but offside from, well, a little knock-on now from the Chiefs. So there's going to be a scrum down to the Waratahs on halfway. Achilles says, I kind of like Tonga rugby. They play hard and with real heart. So all these Pacific nations do play with a lot of heart, and they play really, really physical rugby as well. And it's a shame that they can't manage to keep their top players in the country. But I mean, Fekitoa now going to Tonga, we could see the rise of something very similar. Charles Piatau, the likes of, who else is there? There's so many quality Pacific players that played for the All Blacks that now will probably be able to qualify for their country of birth real soon. Because I know that is one of the reasons why Tonga, Fiji, and Samoa voted for Bill Beaumont in that election of the president for World Rugby. There's a chance down now from Wanui on Grant, but it is quickly thrown in by the Waratahs now on their own 10-meter line. Can they orchestrate something from here? Edmund out it goes to Ram. Ram straightening the line up to halfway for the Waratahs. 2.5 minutes to go in this first half. Here comes Jack Dempsey, brought down by Sowakula. Grant again. Now there's a charge again, this time from Newsom. Grant back, it comes to Tere Faulkner. On halfway, the Waratahs now. 2 minutes to go in this first half. Losing a bit of ground, going backwards at the moment. Wheaton's got it for the Waratahs now. Into the hands of Will Harrison, puts it to the air. Chasing after this is Nakatawasi again, causing lots of problems for the Chiefs here. But it's been knocked on and now Brad Weber takes it. But a penalty to the Waratahs here as one of the players got taken out in the air there, I think. It was actually a knock-on from Sean Wanui and then played in an offside position by Brad Weber. Otis Murray Guru, do you play on PS4? So I used to play on PS4. I now have a PS5, Otis, but most of my Rugby Challenge videos I do on PC because of the fact that you're able to mod the stuff, and it's just so much more fun to play it on a PC at the moment. Okay, he's asked, I don't think you get Rugby Challenge on PS4. It's a PS5 game. So in fact, it is a PS4 game, Xbox, and a PC game. So it's not available. You can play it on PS5, but not. It's not a PS5 game. It's a PS4 one. Sports with CHD says on PS4 as well. And then good to know. Thanks. 11J said, I'm looking forward to your Australian team announcement tomorrow. Will be really interesting to see who really picks after the last few weeks. Yeah, it's going to be tough either way. I think 11J said it's one of those things you can pick a quality side and have a really good coach coaching them, and you could see a total difference between club or franchise rugby and international rugby. We've seen it with the Springboks. The franchise is not necessarily doing brilliantly in their competitions, but when they join that Springbok setup, they're just such a different side. So I honestly hope that would be the case for Australian rugby as well. Right, scrum feed from the Chiefs inside the round 22. They're going to milk a penalty from here, and it is an opportunity for them to run this from the round 22. Caleb Trask out to Sean Stevenson, about 5 meters out from the round 22 now. Comes back to Brian Gatlin, gives it out to Tupaya. Tupaya to Sowakula. Sowakula to Sean Wanui. There's space here on the outside. Great run here from Sowakula. Up to the 10-meter line inside Waratahs half. Now comes back to Tupaya. Brilliant run from Nakivel. Just going to get the offload. Was he held in the tackle? No, he wasn't. It was Nakivel. And now a penalty to the Waratahs. Players leaving their feet. So bad discipline there from the Waratahs, from the Chiefs, unfortunately. Achilles says the red scrum off should be there. I like him. So you're referring to Tate McDermott there, a brilliant scrum off, and he should be the number one choice for the Australian for the national side. But I do think that they might opt to go with Nick White as the starting nine. 11J said, do you think that Rennie might look at overseas-based players? So I'm not sure who's available to get selected. Curtly Beale, I don't know if they might consider him. Who else is there who's playing overseas at the moment? Help me out because I haven't watched too much. I know that a lot of them are playing in the USA at the moment in the MLR, but not sure how the form of the overseas players are at the moment. Then Sportsfits HD says, I think Ireland will have some fans back for the Japan and the USA games this summer. I'm hoping to get tickets once they're a reasonable price. I honestly can't wait for South African rugby to return to the stadiums here in South Africa because I really would love to see a game maybe between the Springboks and the All Blacks, but that's not going to happen this year. Um, although there will be two games against, well, one against Argentina here in South Africa, and then the two against Georgia, but not really ones that I would love to go and watch. Then Sportsbits, yeah, the 11J said Karevi. So Karevi is a very good player, and yeah, I'm not sure for who he plays at the moment. I think, is he playing for a Japan top league side, or am I mistaken there? 11J said, but Karevi can always get picked. He's a world class centre and could be a valuable asset to the Australian team. Come to think of it now, then Achilles also says Australia should pick O'Connor, and I guess he will get picked. And whether he will play fly half, fullback, I think he will go down as a utility forward or not forward, backline player for Australia tomorrow. I think I might end up doing that live stream, but I think it's going to be a little bit early South African time. So I'm not so sure whether we'll be able to do that squad announcement. We'll have to wait and see. 11J said also, I think Skelton as well as Sam Simmons. Is it Sam Simmons? I don't think it's Sam Simmons, 11J said. Isn't it? Well, I know who you're referring to. I know exactly who you're referring to. So Will Skelton has been brilliant in France this past season. So maybe he can get selected. There is some quality players out there. Will Skelton has been given down as one of the top players in the top 14 this season. So yeah. So it's not Sam Simmons, it's Rob Simmons. And so Rob Simmons is a valuable key player for this Australian side as well. But it's going to be interesting to see whether they do decide to go with the overseas-based players, or will they reward the guys currently playing in Australia. But if you really look at it this way, there isn't too much quality players. A lot of them are slack completely against the New Zealand opposition. Then Achilles asked, does Quade Cooper and Will Kenya still play rugby? Last time I saw Cooper was when he played for the Rebels. So Quade Cooper is playing where? Is he in the Japan Top League as well, or is he in the MLR? Not sure, but I haven't seen him play in a long time. I don't follow Australian rugby much, so I'm behind a little bit. Now, that's my problem as well. I've only started really following Super Rugby Trans-Tasman now, and I've got a pretty good idea of who I would select, but I need to go through the team lineups of every team to know exactly who I would pick for the side. But I mean, one guy that has really stood out for me at lock, if Rob Simmons won't be available, I think the likes of Ryan Smith has played really, really well. So, yeah, 11J said Rob Simmons. I'm getting mixed up with Sam Simmons from England. Thanks for correcting me. So, big news from England is that Sam Simmons got injured, I think. Was it last weekend, I think? And there's a doubt whether he will be ready for the Lions too as well. So we know that Dwayne Vermeulen might just make it in time for the Lions series, but also the loss of Sam Simmons for the Lions could be a big one. But who knows? Guys, I'm going to quickly go and fill my lungs. I will be back for the second half in about 2-3 minutes time, so don't go anywhere. Achilles, please do your mod work and keep these people in the chat room. I'll be back in 2-3 minutes. Right, guys, I am back for the second half as well. So yeah, let's quickly go through the comments section. Achilles says tonight we'll be hiding all the Shark supporters and keep only the Bull supporters here. Laugh out loud, jokes. So it's gonna be a big one, man. I can imagine the Bulls supporters being on a high after that thrashing we got earlier in the round. But remember, they beat us quite comprehensively in in the Curry Cup as well, and then all the way suddenly the final was probably the Sharks were the better team on the day, but unfortunately Kevin Bosch let us down on that day. Otis says, "No, man, yes, because the Blues are awesome." Well, the Blues will definitely walk away with the trophy next weekend, I'm sure of it. Unless the Highlanders can make a big upset and win that one, which I highly doubt. Although the Blues can choke, who knows? It's one of those things when you look at it this way. The Blues tend to choke when it comes to playoffs, but now they've reached the final, and we all know how potent they can be in a final. Otis says, no, they won't. So he's pretty confident that the Blues side will not choke against the Highlanders. Well, although I do believe that you are a Highlanders fan, are they? Otis says, Blues always choke. So I have to agree with that one. But I know as a Highlanders supporter, you'll probably want the Highlanders to win that one. I just can't really see that happening in the long run. But who knows? Anything can happen. It's not like we know 100% for sure that the Blues will walk away with that victory next weekend. Then Achilles says Sharks has an amazing squad. I do see that they've also now bought a couple of old players. To be exactly, Cameron Wright is back at the Sharks at scrum half, and who else is there? Lionel Cronje is back. It will be interesting to see if he can pick up that same form that he had with the Kings before he went overseas. It will be really good to see him back in South African soil and doing well for a local team. Otis says, I'm very biased, so definitely expecting the Islanders to win. Achilles, when are you not? I think I'm the most unbiased person you will find. Doing the commentary on a Sharks game against the opposition, I normally try to be as unbiased as possible. And I think I've done a pretty good job at it so far as well. But who knows? I might even be wrong on that one as well. I know with that Curry Cup final, I got so frustrated and gutted with Kevin Bosch in that final that I just couldn't hold my frustration and really fired at him at this stage in that game. But that's all done and dusted. We're looking forward to today's game. But first, we've got to get through this second half of this game between the Waratahs and the Chiefs. And I'm expecting the Chiefs now to do what all the New Zealand franchises have done so far in this competition and come out in the second half and absolutely trash this Waratahs side. Otis Murray says, maybe I should do the Sharks and Bulls game. LOL. Yeah, it's gonna be a hectic one, Otis. It's one of those games. It's a big rivalry here in South Africa. It used to be the Stormers and the Bulls, but the last couple of years it's been Sharks, Bulls all the way. So that's why it's become a custom here in South Africa that you expect a final to be between the Bulls and the Sharks. And that's exactly what we're going to get today, which is based on a little bit of a final. But enough said of that game. We'll wait till 6:10 to get into that game. And yeah, at the moment, I'm still very confident that we can pull it off. But back to this game, the players are now back on the field. The Chiefs leading by 14 points to 7 at halftime. Expecting the Chiefs to maybe run away with this in the second half. Who knows? It's been what has happened more often than not in this Trans-Tasman game so far. Right, so here we go. Brian Gatlin to get this second half underway for us. And here we go. Kickoff is a high hanging one, deep one really, into the hands of the number 6 of the Waratahs. Now just outside of 22, Grant has got his hands on the ball here for the Waratahs, puts it to the boot. And the chase is on now, but beautifully collected by the Waratahs. Caleb Trask gives it out to Sean Wanui. Already 2 tries to his name today. Just on the 10-meter line inside Waratahs half. Here comes Capelli. Zane Capelli making his way up through the midfield. Not getting too much ground now. Brian Gatlin. Out it goes to the number 8, Luke Jacobson. Now they loop around a little bit, but caught behind the advantage line is Tupavai. They do get it back now. Brad Weber. Out it goes to Tupaya. Tupaya straightening the line up to the 10-meter line again. Slow ball coming back for the Chiefs now. Into the hands of Tupavai again. Not getting any ground with that one is the Chiefs now. Brad Weber, Brian Gatlin. Out it goes to Tuafua. Caught behind the advantage line there. And a penalty to the Chiefs now. Players not rolling away there. It's Jack Wheaton who gets penalized on that occasion. Not happy with the referee there. And needs to watch the way he talks to the referee. Brian Gatlin to kick this downfield for the Chiefs now. Not going to find touch yet again. And Nakatawasi can thump this downfield. And he's going to find touch roundabout on the 10-meter line inside the Chiefs half. So between the halfway and the 10-meter line. Great clearance kick from Nakatawasi there. And it's good to see him back in action as well. Not doing a bad job at fullback today. Normally a winger. Bradley Slater throws it in. Beautifully taken by the Chiefs this time. Brian Gatlin. Now Sowakula taking it up. About 5 meters out from the halfway line. Brian Gatlin with a long pass out. It goes to Bradley Slater up to the 10-meter line inside Waratahs half. Bradley Weber now. Capelli. Capelli 5 meters short of the 22 now. Here comes Brad Weber again. Out to Tupaya. He's been quiet today. Breaks through 2 defenders on this occasion. Wheaton just holding on to him. Now Brad Weber out to Capelli. Capelli still going now. Wanui. Bradley Slater knocks it on. And Brad Weber in offside position. We are going to come back for a penalty to the Chiefs though. Offside from the Waratahs. About right in the middle of the field. About give or take between the 22 and the 10-meter line. Achilles says, I miss Paul Jordan. So Paul Jordan, I thought for a moment, I actually went back to an old SA Rugby magazine. And there was an article about Paul Jordan in there playing for, I think it was he playing for La Rochelle at the time? So, yeah, I would love to see him back on soil, but I think he retired. Didn't he? He's back in South Africa farming now. Right, so the Chiefs now 5 meters from the try line on the attack here. Brad Weber gives it out to Tuafua now. Sowakula knocks it on. An advantage to the Waratahs now, but none coming. So scrum down to the Waratahs. 5 meters out from their own try line. Paul Jordan, I think, was probably one of the most underrated centers in South Africa at the time before he left to La Rochelle. Achilles said when he played for the Sharks a few years back, he was so dangerous when he played against the Stormers. Jordan scored 3 tries within minutes. It was the Currie Cup, if I remember correctly. So, yeah, it's been a while. It's been a long time since Paul Jordan last played on South African soil. But one of those centers that really we didn't capitalize on and lost for South African rugby. Same with, I think, Jan Serfontein and also the likes of Rowan Jansen van Rensburg. Quality centers that we let slip through our hands, who's not playing for South Africa at the moment. Right, so scrum down to the Waratahs, 5 meters out from their own try line now. We've had about 4 minutes in the second half. Can we see some magic from the Chiefs here at scrum time? Right, scrum feed to the Waratahs. Another centre that I do like, Achilles, is the centre of the Sharks at the moment, Marius Lowe, who's been really brilliant. Now off the back comes the Waratahs. Great little run here from the number 8, but it's been knocked on by them. And now here comes the Chiefs again. 5 meters out. Tupaya out to Tuafua. Quick ball needed now. Brad Weber. Out it goes to Brian Gatlin, to Bradley Slater. Gives it out to Caleb Trask. Skip pass to Wanui. And Wanui is going to go over for a hat-trick here today. Great try from the Chiefs. And on their way to maybe something special here in the second half. Ronaldo Tyson says, is D-Mac playing or still out? So D-Mac is not playing today, unfortunately. He is out, which I only realized after I already done the thumbnail for this game, as well as Jack Maddox is not playing for the Waratahs today. So that is a bit of a disappointment, not seeing those two brilliant players in action today. Caleb Trask is at fullback today for the Chiefs, but he's doing a good job so far. Sean Wanui getting a hat-trick, and also one very underrated player in New Zealand rugby is Sean Wanui. You always tend to score those tries that you want to see in the game. So it's really strange that he's never had the opportunity to play for them. The conversion from Brian Gatlin is a beauty, and it's 21 points to 7. Sean Wanui playing 53 matches in his career, scoring 16 tries. Right. Achilles says, Paul Jordan still play for La Rochelle. So, all right, that I didn't know. I thought he was retired. But anyway, back to the game. Here comes the Chiefs again. Over the 22-meter line they come. Knocked on by Lakeland Bosher, who's having a game to forget at the moment. 6 minutes into the second half, and it's 21 points to 7. Ronaldo Tyson says, thanks, Kurt. No problem, Ronaldo. So 21 points to 7 at the moment here for the Chiefs in the second half, leading after 6 minutes into the second half. It's not been a bad display from the Waratahs so far, but it was just that early onslaught from the Chiefs that really took the Waratahs by surprise, and that's the reason why they are trailing by 14 points at the moment. Right, so injury break at the moment to the number 18 of the Waratahs. It is, let's see who that is. Like I said, I'm not very familiar with the Waratahs players. So I think it is Chris Talakai who's down injured at the moment for the Waratahs. Achilles says, I agree, Guru. He's also a good centre. So I would love to see him having a little bit more game time at the Sharks. Also with the fact that Manas Potgieter has now been bought by the Sharks, kind of tells me that it's going to be either Jeremy Ward or Maurice Lowe who's going to bite on the dust. And I, for one, maybe tend to hope that it's Jeremy Ward and not Maurice Lowe. Because if we're going to lose him to one of the other franchises, I'm going to be very pissed. Right, scrum feed from the Waratahs at the back. Lots of pressure from the Chiefs. Here comes Nakatawasi trying to break through the line there over the 22, but a penalty coming. Players diving off their feet from the Waratahs, and a penalty to the Chiefs just inside the 22. Another bad mistake from the Waratahs on this occasion. Oda says, I might go to bed. So Achilles asking why. So I think it's pretty late there in New Zealand, isn't it, Otis? Let's quickly check the time. New Zealand time real quickly. New Zealand time at the moment is like 11 p.m. So it is almost bedtime for the New Zealanders, Achilles. Right, scrum feed of the back. Brad Weber out to Sowakula. Sowakula up to the 10-meter line. He goes. Brad Weber, out it goes to Brian Gatlin with the hoist. Chased down by Sean Wanui. Beautifully taken in the air by Edmund for the Waratahs on halfway. Here they come now. It is Newsom. Oh, nice little breakaway here from Nakatawasi. Just couldn't get the offload. And it is going to be a knock-on from the Waratahs. 5 meters out from the 22 of the Chiefs. Achilles says it's early, dude. Might hang in there, says Otis. On a weekend, I always sleep around 2, 3 a.m., says Achilles. Yeah, that is normal time here for me, 2 and 3 a.m. As, yeah, sometimes I have to work at night time as well. So, but as of late, I haven't stayed up too long at least. So, currently, Australian time here is, let's see what Australian time. Australian time is now 9 p.m. in Australia. Achilles, you better. Right, scrum feed from Brad Weber at the back of the scrum. Controlled well by the Chiefs. Can they milk another penalty? Yes, they can. Now it's taken off the back by Jacobson. Jacobson up to Sowakula over halfway. He goes up to the 10-meter line, goes Sowakula. Now Brad Weber tackled by Grant there. But a little cross kick from Brian Gatlin. Finds Stevenson. And still going is the Chiefs now up to the 22-meter line. Just controlling this game beautifully. Boschia now out to Bradley Slater. High tackle from the Waratahs. Advantage to the Chiefs. Here they come again. Caleb Trask joins the line. 5 meters out from the 22 now. Brad Weber. Out it goes to Nankivel. Gives it out to Tupaya. Now Bradley Slater straightens the line. Up to the 22-meter line goes the Chiefs now. Quick recycle ball needed. Brad Weber. Out it goes to Jacobson again. Trying to work his way now over the 22-meter line. Brad Weber again. Brian Gatlin straightens the line. Good tackle from them. Now Brad Weber doesn't know which way to go. Changes of direction here. Stevenson gives it out to Bradley Slater again. Gives it out to Tupaya. Back inside, 5 meters out now. Here's the Chiefs and the offload to Bradley Slater again. Bit isolated in that process. But they do get it back now. Tupaya. Jacobson. Out it goes Gatlin. Nankivel gets the offload out to Wanui again. And he's going to score his 4th try of the evening. Is Sean Wanui. Great stuff from the Chiefs there. And the 4th try for Sean Wanui. 51 minutes gone in this game. And the floodgates are opening up now. Great stuff from the Chiefs there. Brilliant piece of play by backs and forwards alike in that movement leading up to that try. Great stuff from them. And how about Bradley Slater today? Really running some brilliant angles on the outside, keeping his body like a winger at the moment, the hooker of the Chiefs. But Sean Wanui in position every time that he needs to be and gets his 4th try of the evening. 26 points to 7 with the conversion to come. And yeah, unfortunately, like predicted, the floodgates are now opening up in this game. 4 tries for Wanui in one single game so far. Well, he's not messing around with his comeback here today. Is Sean Wanui making no secret of his try-scoring ability. The conversion from Gatlin is through, so 28 points to 7 it is, as we got still 28 minutes left in this game. And this could get pretty damn bad for the Waratahs in this game. They need to be very careful, otherwise we could end up with another 50-pointer easily in this game. So Brad Weber now being replaced for the Chiefs and now taken in by Luke Jacobson again for the Chiefs now. It is now the replacement scrum off who's onto the field for the Chiefs, and that is, let's see quickly who that is, Xavier Rowe on for the Chiefs. So the kick downfield has not been collected by the Waratahs, and it's going to be a scrum, a line out to the Chiefs inside the half of the Waratahs again now. And it's also Takiao now on for Bradley Slater, who's had a phenomenal game in this showdown. Right. 27 minutes to go in this second half. Still plenty of time for more tries. 28 points to 7 at the moment. Achilles says, Bulls Sharks, we only have to draw. Lose, but get 2 points or win to go through. Yeah, so I did go and have a look at that. So what we don't know is that if the Sharks beat the Bulls and don't get the bonus point try, but prevent the Bulls from getting a bonus point, it's actually the Stormers who's going to go through. Did you know that, Achilles? So the Stormers have an outside chance of reaching that final, which I didn't know at the start. I really didn't know that at the start of the time, but I did go and check it out, and I saw that they do have an outside chance to qualify, which will be massive for the Stormers if they could do that. So in the meantime, there was a penalty awarded to the Waratahs, a bit of argy-bargy off the field there, and a chance now for Robbie Abel. Feeds the scrum beautiful, the lineup beautifully, and now the Waratahs have an opportunity to attack from just inside the 22 now. They've got them all going for them forward, driving forward well and truly now. Robbie Abel controlling that now. It comes out to the prop forward of this Waratahs side. Grant waiting for it. Now finds Foketti. 10 meters out from the try line is the Waratahs. Now here they come. Good little run from the number 6 there. Now taken up by Faulkner for the Waratahs. Grant needs to get this back quickly. Comes back to Wheaton, 5 meters up from the try line. But a penalty to the Chiefs, holding on by the Waratahs there. And great defense there from Lakeland Boucher. Who else to steal that one? Ruan Zede says, I wear worm, laat speel die bulle. All right, so yeah, what can I say? Achilles, you summed it up brilliantly. But yeah, Ruan says, ek het mas hier uit te sien. So I'm 33, still very young, Ruan. But I do get it, Ruan. Thanks you for the respect there as well. But I'm still very young. I'm 33 years old and still very young at heart. So Wheaton gets replaced now. It's been taken in the lineup by the Chiefs now. Working their way forward is Sowakulu. Right, so what was the initial question? So how late does the Bulls play? That's 10 past 6 tonight. 10 oor 6 vanaand, Ruan. There's going to be a penalty surely coming now for the Waratahs. Must be. No, it's play on, says the referee. Kick forward by Wanui. Caught by Grant on the 22-meter line. And a penalty to the Chiefs there. Players diving off their feet. But quickly taken by Tupavai now. Tupavai is still going. 10 meters out from the try line. And a penalty to the Waratahs this time. Holding on there. And how quickly 3 penalties have been given in the space of 1 minute. And I do think that Capelli could be in trouble as well with a shoulder charge to Nakatawasi after that initial kick. Yes, so Ruan, the Stormers game have been cancelled. The Stormers have been awarded with 4 points for that. So that is the reason why they're on top of the lock at the moment. And that is why if the Bulls lose, don't get any bonus point, and the Sharks only get 4 points, it will be the Stormers who will go through to that final against Benetton. Achilles says, what, the Stormers? OMG, no, not the Stormers. Right, so the lineout has been taken by the Waratahs on their own 10-meter line. Kick forward from Grant and hoisted into the air. It's beautifully challenged there from Caleb Trask and Nakatawasi. Now the Chiefs coming away with the ball here. Quick hands out wide. They go to Paya. Tupaya puts it on the boot for Stevenson. Grant is covered back for the Waratahs, just outside his own 22. Good counter ruck from the Chiefs, however, but it still comes back to the Waratahs side. And now the number 8 driving it up for the Waratahs. And a penalty to the Waratahs. This time it's against Takiyaho, who didn't release the tackle player. So, yeah, with 23 minutes to go, it's 28 points to 7. And, yeah, we'll have to wait and see when these floodgates do open up in the second half. It's getting a little bit wishy-washy at the moment in this game. So kick downfield here from Edmund. Couple more replacements have come onto the field as well for both sides. Ruan asking, are you going to do the game between the Bulls and the Sharks as well on YouTube? Yes, absolutely. So 6:10, that will be on my channel. Do remember to hit that notification button so that you do get notified when we do go live. Right, so throwing from Robbie Abel this time round. Roundabout on the 10-meter line inside Chiefs half. It's taken beautifully now. Here they come again. Can the Waratahs find some magic to score a few tries? Grant, out it goes to Swinton. Now it comes out Robbie Abel. Back inside it goes to Newsom on the 10-meter line inside Chiefs half. Now Will Harrison out, James Ram out to Foketti. Caught again on the 10-meter line. The Waratahs not gaining any ground with this. Now here they come again. Good charge down through the middle by the Waratahs now. Will Harrison again. Robbie Abel straightening the line. Grant waiting for the ball to come back. Does come back now. Harrison, Edmund, and now it comes out to Nakatawasi. Nakatawasi on the run up to the 22-meter line. He goes. Needs support now for the Waratahs. Comes back to Grant. Now Foketti. The pass to Edmund. Edmund breaks through the line, but a knock on there from the number 19 replacement. Just not able to hang on to that ball is Jeremy Williams. Unfortunately, not being able to get that. Akili says you're welcome to come and have a watch on the channel. Absolutely. Looking forward to that one. I am aiming for a high viewership on this one, guys. So please share the link where possible. I will put it on all the social media channels as well. Hoping to get a really good viewership on that game. Last time the Bulls and the Sharks played in the Currie Cup final, we managed to get 30,000 views on that one. But I wasn't monetizing at that stage. I was waiting for my verification code. So I didn't get monetized for that final. So hopefully we can hit back on that and get the views for that game. That would be a really big bonus if we can get the viewership. I don't believe we will get it to 30K, but at least let's aim for 10,000 views on that game between the Bulls and the Sharks. On average, we managed about 3,000 to 4,000 views on a game like that. So let's push the limits a little bit for that one. Right, so more changes for the Chiefs now as Peter Gasawakula leaves the field, as well as Teafua, who gets replaced by Ollie Norris, Ruben O'Neill, and then also Velami Tualani. So a lot of new guys on the field that I don't know so well, but we will pull this through. Feed by Grant for the Waratahs now. Will Harrison out. It goes to Newsom. Good tackle on him from Sean Wanui, driving him back to over the 10-meter line inside Chiefs half. Here they come again. Puts the head down is Jeremy Williams for the Waratahs. Comes back to Edmed. Now a chance out wide for them if they move this quickly. It is Swinton over the 10-meter line now for the Waratahs. Comes back Grant. Out it goes to the number 20, who is Sam Kidd. Puts a little kick ahead as Will Harrison, beautifully collected by Foketti. Here comes the Waratahs. Oh, it's been slapped down by one of the Chiefs players, but they still have it. Jack Dempsey now 10 meters out from the try line. Here they come. Drive forward by the big boys from the Waratahs side. Now Will Harrison gives it out to another big forward for the Waratahs. 10 meters out from the try line. They've lost a bit of ground with this. Is now Grant. Here they come again. Newsom stepping inside. Good tackle from Tupaya. Tupaya tried to steal that ball on the ground but wasn't able to get it. Now Jack Dempsey still about 10 meters out from the try line. Grant again. Will Harrison. Will Harrison steps 5 meters out now. Waratahs. Here comes Grant. Grant snipes on his own. Gets caught well and truly there by the Chiefs. Still going is the Waratahs though now. 5 meters out. Still going the big forward. Is he over the try line? Just held up short. And will that ball come back for the Waratahs? No, it won't. So held up and, well, I guess we will come back for a goal line dropout from here, as the new rule suggests. Brilliant defense from the Chiefs there, holding them up. Xavier Rowe, the man, doing incredibly well to hold them up. They went over the try line but pushed back just a little bit by Ollie Norris and Xavier Rowe, as well as Luke Jacobson, who tried to come in there as well. So with 18 minutes left in this game, 28 points to 7, a 21-point lead for the Chiefs at the moment. Will Harrison is down for the Waratahs, and I might expect him to be selected for the Wallabies as well tomorrow. He is one of the youngsters coming through for this Waratahs side and Australian rugby. So who knows? Right, so they are tending to that injury at the moment. Just wait while he gets attended to. I'm just looking at the other games that's going to play after this. So we do have Exeter versus Sale at 4 o'clock. I will be doing that game as the Sale Sharks is probably South Africa's B team. So many South Africans playing in that Sale Sharks side that it would almost feel like a home game for us. Really backing the Priya brothers and twins there, along with Akker van der Merwe, Koenie Westhuizen, and all the rest of them. So looking forward to that game as well. Now the Waratahs on the attack from just outside of 22 now. Here comes Will Harrison out to Nakatawasi, breaks through the first line of defense, 5 meters short of the 22 now. Here comes the Waratahs again, Swinton. Swinton backing himself there, Will Harrison. Out it goes to Robbie Abel, caught behind the advantage line, and Zane Capelli over that ball in a flash, but somehow comes back to the Waratahs again. 5 meters out from the 22 now. Can they get a try down here? Grant sniping Will Harrison, tackled by Tupavai. Pick and go from the big forwards of the Waratahs, driven back by Samasoni Takiao. No way through for the Waratahs at the moment. Still going though, but not gaining any ground. Swinton again. Now he's up to the 22-meter line, but isolated. It does come back for them now. Driven forward by the Waratahs again. The ball spills loose. Picked up by Swinton again for them. And it is going to be a knock-on from the Chiefs. However, so scrum down to the Waratahs on the 22-meter line. Can they find a way to score a couple more tries in this game? We expected to see a few more tries in this game. What is quite interesting is that Sean Wanui has scored all 4 tries for the Chiefs so far in this game. Right, we've still got about 17 minutes left in this game. Is there anything left in this Waratahs side? We are going to have a TMO decision coming up now. I think they will be looking at foul play from the Chiefs side. Let's just see what it's all about. I don't have any audio visual, so I have to rely on the footage that I see here. So let's have a look at this. Oh no, come on, nothing in that. Surely they're looking for a high tackle from Tupavai on Will Harrison, but they just clashed heads in the end. Nothing wrong with that. I'd be surprised if anything comes from this. He did go in a little bit high, was Tupavai. So at worst, I would say maybe we could see I don't know. It's going to be a tricky one. So many times I've suggested that it would be a yellow or a red card, but in the end, they just get away with a penalty. So I'm going with just a penalty maybe to the Waratahs for this one. We'll have to wait and see what the TMO decides. I've seen worse than this in the previous game, so I'd be really surprised if anything comes from this. Right, we've got, like I say, 16 and a half minutes left in the second half, and they're taking a pretty long time looking at this footage, which I really don't see too much in it, without I think just maybe a penalty to the Waratahs for that from Tupavai. They are going to have another look at this. Yeah, okay, there was no mitigating factor. Will Harrison was not bended at any stage in that. He was upright. So the fact that Tupavai's shoulder did hit the face of Will Harrison might make this a little bit worse. But like I said, I've seen worse than this. Let's see what the call is going to be. Tupavai not looking very happy at the moment. Let's see what the referee decides on this one. Big decision coming up here. Not looking happy is Tupavai. Let's hear what the referee has to say. Speaking to Luke Jacobson there at the moment. There's a card coming. It's a yellow card to Tupavai. And maybe understandably so. He was upright, Will Harrison, when that shoulder did hit the face of the players. So maybe yellow card is justifiable in this situation. So Edmund now to kick for the corner for the Waratahs. 16 and a half minutes to go in this game. Line out coming up for the Waratahs. And it's not looking good for them at the moment, trailing by 21 points. Lineout has been taken by Robbie Abel. Gives it out to Swinton, who's now on the charge here. Waratahs have a good maul going here. They just need to move forward from here. At the back, controlled by Jack Dempsey. Will he try to break free here? They need to get this out now. Grant, out it goes to Nakatawasi. Still 5 meters out from the try line. Now Grant, out it goes to Jack Dempsey again. Good tackle from Tupavai. Tupavai, now out it goes to Swinton again. Swinton 5 meters out from the try line. Pick and go from the Waratahs forwards. Now comes the number 8, just short again. 5 meters out, Grant at scrum half, waiting for this ball to come out. Now gives it out to Swinton again. Just no way through for the Waratahs at the moment. Now Grant, out it goes to James Ram, and I think James Ram might have got in the corner there. Sherpa is shown there, and I think the try will be awarded as they go to the TMO for this one. But I don't see any problem with this one. Should be an easy try for the wall. No, he's out. Retracting my opinion there. James Ram into touch, 5 meters out from the try line. So it should be a line out to the Chiefs coming up. He was so confident that he had me bluffed for sure. So James Ram having to come back after such confidence that he already scored the try. So Jack Dempsey now off the field going for HI. Not looking good for him as well. So 5 meter line out to the Chiefs now. Achilles says the mense lyk jy hulle baie worry oor die match nie. No, they don't, Achilles. The Bulls and Sharks game will definitely be very lively, I'm sure. So a little bit of a mix up there from the Chiefs. And it's going to be a 5 meter scrum now to the Waratahs. That ball spilling out the back door of the line out, and Ollie Norris had to really quickly regroup there for the bloody hell Chiefs. I'm losing my mind here at the moment. It seems like Achilles. It's already been a long day, waking up at 5:45 this morning, doing that Crusaders versus Rebels game, and then straight after that it was the Blues one. So feeling a little bit tired going into this last 15 minutes of this game. I have to regroup for that one that starts at 4 o'clock. It will be Exeter Chiefs against Sale Sharks at 4 o'clock. Right, at the back of that scrum, it is the number 8 in control of it. Grant waiting for it to come out. Now they pick and go here. 5 meters out from the try line. Lakeland Bosher wins the penalty again for the Chiefs. That's the second time that he's gotten a pretty good steal 5 meters out from the try line. Good work from the Chiefs there. And with 14 minutes to go, this game surely must be done and dusted. It is going to be now surely Brian Gatlin to kick this for touch here for the Chiefs. Finds touch. Let's see, on the 22-meter line. So another defensive line out coming up for the Chiefs. It was Caleb Trask who kicked that downfield into touch. Throw-in coming from Samisoni Takiyaho for the Chiefs side. It's been stolen by the Waratahs, but it's been picked up by Samisoni Takiyaho. Throws that ball back, but picked up by Grant. 5 meters out from the 22. Now the Waratahs got possession. Or not. It's been stolen again by the Chiefs and kicked downfield by Xavier Rowe into the hands of Will Harrison. Now an opportunity maybe here for Nakatawasi. He's going to run this over halfway. He goes, gives it out to Newsom. Newsom slips off his own feet. Just out, roundabout on the 10-meter line. Penalty to the Chiefs. And another one for not releasing the ball on the ground. This time Tupaya got the penalty there for the Chiefs. So with 12 minutes to go in this game, the Chiefs are home and dry for this one, surely. Sean Wanui definitely having a man of the match performance so far for this Chiefs side as well. Tupaya has been very strong as well. Nakatawasi has probably been one of the Waratahs' best players on the field today, but just not good enough to see them home as this Waratahs side. Right, line out will be about 5 meters out from the 22 of the Waratahs. Opportunity here for Takiyaho to throw this in this lineup for the Chiefs. Can they get another try here with 12 minutes to go in this game? It's the last round robin game of the Trans-Tasman competition. And throw in from Takiyaho now. Let's see where this one is going to go. It's going to go to the back to Jacobson off the back. Now Xavier Rowe. Caleb Trask gives it out to the big forwards. Bursting through the middle. 5 meters out from the 22. Here comes Saint Capelli again. High tackle from the Waratahs penalty advantage. Xavier Rowe, Caleb Trask. Out it goes to Sean Wanui. Beats one defender. Still going is Sean Wanui. Over the 22-meter line they go. Xavier Rowe. Pick and dart from the forwards. Ollie Norris. Now Xavier Rowe waiting for it inside the 22. Caleb Trask. Out it goes to Tupaya. Straightening the line. Still going is Tupaya. 10 meters. 5 meters out from the try line now. So close. Xavier Rowe goes to the right side. Caleb Trask. Quick hands here. Sean Stevenson gets the ball back inside. It is going to be a try down for the Chiefs again. It's the number 20. Let's just see who that is, who scored the try for them. 16, 17, 18, 19. So it's Valami Tualani who gets the try down for this Chiefs side. And a great effort from him. Nearly took him to touch there, but just had enough to dive over for that try. Good work from the Chiefs, and this should be let's see if that's a try. So Achilles says, Kura suggests moving the flash score icon to the right corner. It's a nice touch, though. So unfortunately, I cannot move it anywhere, Achilles. So I am sharing the screen, but unfortunately, I don't think I can. Let's see if I can do that. Come on. Let's see if we can move this. Can only make it smaller. So making it a little bit bigger there. Can we move it? No, we can't. Oh, goodness, what did I just do now? Right, so the conversion is another good one. Let's just see if we can move this back. There we go. So unfortunately, I cannot move it, Achilles. So it's going to have to stay there, unfortunately. But at least it's going in the right direction at the moment for us. 33 or 35 points to 7 with about 9 minutes to go in this game. Restart by the Waratahs, taken in by the try scorer there for the Chiefs, Rilani, and now taken up by Ollie Norris for them. 5 meters out from their own 22, Xavier Rowe, the box kick over the top. Now chased down, and it is into the hands of Nakatawasi. Gives it out to Will Harrison. Now a chance here for the replacement, number 22. It's Henry Roberts for the Waratahs up to the 10-meter line. Grant Williams. Now they're moving it through the hands. Edmund. Now Nakatawasi with the kick forward. It is chased down here by the Waratahs. They got it. It's the number 21 back inside, but they knock it on, unfortunately. It is Henry Roberts who knocks it on for the Waratahs, about 10 meters out from the try line of the Chiefs. It is going to be a scrum down now to the Chiefs with about, let's see, 8 minutes to go in this game. Close score. Nearly getting the try down there was the Waratahs, but again, great defense from the Chiefs, just keeping them out at all costs in this game. 35 points to 7 with a scrum down to come to the Chiefs. But we are having some injury attendances at the moment. Still 1 minute and 10 seconds to go on a yellow card for Tupo Vai as well for the Chiefs. It's been a good game for the Chiefs. We expected them to win by this type of margin. I said around about 20 points. So at the moment it is 28 points. Also, I did mention that it could be a little bit more than 20 points. So I guess that I am a bit on target with this one. I did call that the Crusaders might fail to reach the final as well. That I've done. So I'm going to be bold now and suggest that the Blues will win next week's final. And I'm going to be even more bold, Achilles. I'm going to say that the Sharks are going to trash the Bulls tonight. Game on. I think that will be a massive ask from the Sharks side to do that tonight. But I'm telling you now, I'm the guru, so I know my rugby, and the Sharks are going to trash the Bulls tonight. Watch out. No, I'm just joking. I think the Bulls are going to be too strong for the Sharks tonight, even in the Shark tank. But you never know. The Sharks might just go rampant and destroy the Bulls in no time. Who knows? Right, scrum down to the Chiefs, 10 meters out from the try line. Enough nonsense spoken. And scrum down, Xavier Rowe. Scrum feed is good. Now it comes back to Nankival. Out it goes to Tia. Chase Tia is now onto the field for the Chiefs as well. Good little run there from him. Not getting too much ground though. Xavier Rowe waiting for the ball to come back off the back. Now just outside their own 22. Lakeland Boschia taking it up for them. Now Ollie Norris having another dart here for the Chiefs. Xavier Rowe with the box kick over the top. It is going to be chased down by Sean Stevenson, but beautifully collected by Nakatawasi. And Nakatawasi going on a run on a 10-meter line. Here comes Will Harrison. Out it goes to the replacement fullback there. Back to Grant. Heads down from the Waratahs. Just trying to get some points out of this game in the last couple of minutes. A great breakaway here from the Waratahs again. Inside the 22 now. Grant, Harrison, back inside to Nakatawasi. Great defense from Boshier again. And will he steal that one as well? No, he won't. It does come back to the Waratahs side. Now they drive it forward. About 15 meters out from the try line is the Waratahs. Pick and go. Penalty advantage coming for the Waratahs now. Harrison again tries the little kick there. I don't know what he was trying to do there. But they are going to come back for that penalty now. Grant has taken it quickly, but the referee calls him back, saying that they must take it from the mark. So I'm not sure if Achilles heard what I said earlier, but he hasn't responded just yet. I'm trying to pull his strings here as my new moderator on the channel. I just have to maybe try and pull a few strings here and uplift his temper and make a little dart for tonight's game. Right, the line out for the Waratahs, about 10 meters out from the try line. It is an opportunity now for the Waratahs maybe to end this game on a high at least. Robbie able to throw this ball in for the Waratahs. 5 minutes to go in this game. Can we see another try from the Waratahs? Taken in beautifully by the forwards there in the lineup. They're going to go with the driving maul from here. It looks pretty stable for the Waratahs. Moving forward now at a very slow pace, but they are getting their penalty advantage to the Waratahs again. Now they're making their way up to the 5 meter line as the Waratahs still having to go. Grant waiting for that ball to come out, but the penalty will be awarded. Coming back too slowly there for the Waratahs, and maybe they'll have another crack at the touchline here. Will Harrison, let's see. Wait. That is not good, Achilles. If the Sharks beat us, I'm going to hide all your subscribers. No, you can't do that. Sharks has what it takes to beat us, though. I agree. It can go either way, I think. But we'll have to wait and see whether that happens. Right, so the referee in the meantime is getting a call from the touch judge to have another look at a TMO here. So with 4 minutes to go in this, that does not look good for the Waratahs there. That could be a straight red card coming up for, what is the number there? I need to find the number. It is going to be Lakely Swinton, who could receive a red card here, surely. Shoulder to the face of Lakeland Boshier. And I'd be very surprised if he gets away with less than that. At least the yellow card, but at worst the red card to Lakeland Swinton. And that is not what he would have wanted going into the Australian selection tomorrow. Oh, that looks pretty bad. Shoulder to the face of Lakeland Boshier. And there's no mitigating factor there. Absolutely none. So let's see what the referee decides to do with this one. Will it be yellow or will it be red? He's been very aggressive all day long, as Lakeland Swinton been. And wouldn't be surprised if that is going to be a red card. But let's see what the referee decides to give here. Right, he is calling the player forward now. He is going to the pocket, so let's see what color it is. Straight red card for Lakeland Swinton, and he's off for the rest of the game, and also probably going to be suspended for a couple of games. Not what the Waratahs and the Australian coach Dave really would have wanted, because he has been one of the stalwarts in this Waratahs side. Dangerous play from him with 4 minutes to go. That 4 minutes could cost him a place in the Australian lineup. Achilles says, you said the Sharks will smash us, if I heard correctly. Was busy talking to someone. Sorry, bro, repeat what you said. No, it's fine. I was just pulling your leg. I said I'm the guru, so I got my little ball ready, and I can see the Sharks smashing the Bulls tonight. But that was just a joke. Stevenson up to the 10-meter line for the Chiefs now. Can they have one last go in this as well? Xavier Rowe, out it goes to Ollie Norris, taking it up to halfway for the Chiefs now. Xavier Rowe again. Now Caleb Trask, out it goes to the big forwards again. They need quick ball now. Caleb Trask out to Nankivel. Nankivel on halfway. Need support now. Xavier Rowe again. Gives it out to Ollie Norris again. Good run from him. Needs support now. Xavier Rowe. Caleb Trask is going to try and hit the gap here. Close down quick enough. And here they come again. There's a bit of an off scuffle of the field here between two of the Chiefs. Well, one of the Chiefs and the Waratahs players, but a little knock on there from the Chiefs. And we will have a scrum down to the Waratahs on a 10-meter line inside their own half. Right, 2.5 minutes to go, 35 points to 7, and a clear whitewash for the Chiefs tonight, making the total of wins for the New Zealand franchises 23 altogether. And more trouble for the Waratahs, as I maybe saw a fist fly there from one of the Waratahs players. So the referee not going to have a look into it though, so it wasn't that terrible. So 2 minutes to go in this game. Can the Waratahs end this on a high? They've got a red card as well to Lakeland Swinton. So they will have to do it with 14 men now. Grant off the back, gives it to Harrison. Cut out pass to James Ram. Leaves it behind is the Waratahs. But it is deemed a little knock-on from the Chiefs, however. And now Edmed is running straight at the Chiefs here. Over halfway he goes. Quick ball needed now. Will Harrison again. Out wide they go. But just not getting where they want to be at the moment. The Waratahs playing sideways instead of going forward. And now a little knock on there as well from Grant. And it's going to be a scrum down to the Chiefs with a minute to go in this game. It's been very sloppy this last couple of minutes from both sides. And I think the Chiefs went to sleep after they scored their last try. And the Waratahs have been trying, but just knocking it on most of the time and not really getting any go-forward ball. So the last 30 seconds of this game now, and it's going to be a scrum down to the Chiefs. Waratahs have had 125 carries, and most of them have ended up not going anywhere or backwards for that matter. So yeah, Xavier Rowe, the last feed of this game, surely to the scrum for the Chiefs now. Xavier Rowe controlling it at the back. There is Luke Jacobson. Now he's going to pick this up, gives it to Xavier Rowe. Caleb Trask tries to hit the gap up to halfway. Now gives it out to Lakeland Boshier. Boshier still going. Boshier wants to go all the way himself. Gets the little offload to Xavier Rowe. 10 meters out from the try line now, the Chiefs. Takiyaho. Now they are 5 meters out from the try line. Xavier Rowe out to Lakeland Boshier again. Puts his head down. One last moment in this game. Penalty advantage coming. Now it's Ollie Norris. Xavier Rowe again waiting for it. Back inside it goes to Luke Jacobson. Now 2 meters out is the Chiefs now. Will they finish this on a high? Pick and go from them. Just a meter short now. Xavier Rowe, out it goes Caleb Trask. Nice little offloading, but leaves it behind as the Chiefs there. Stevenson is going to have one last go at this. Tries to go around the players. Still going as Stevenson. Gets the offload to Sean Wanui. And he's going to go in for his 5th try tonight. Unbelievable stuff from Sean Wanui, who dives in the corner for his 5th try at this game. Goodness gracious me. How many tries do you want to score in one game, Sean Wanui? Welcome back after a long injury layoff as he gets that try for them. They are going to refer this to the TMO first, so we'll have to wait and see. I didn't see any problem with that initially. Stevenson. Oh, let's see. That last pass. It was beautifully picked by Sean Wanui. And now let's just see the corner finish. Try. Yep, that is it. So try time to the Chiefs surely, and it should be an end 40 points to 7. Great cover defense there from Newsom, but is that a try or isn't it a try? From the one angle, it looks like a try, and from the other angle, it looks like I would say he's got it down. From this angle, it definitely looks like a try. Can't see the grounding from that angle, but you can see the feet on the whitewash though. But you can't see whether it's been dotted down or not. So this for his 5th try, that's a try, surely. It must be awarded. Right, let's see if the try will be awarded. Yes, it is. So Sean Wanui has got 5 tries in this game today. 40 points to 7 with the conversion to come. Unbelievable stuff from the Chiefs tonight. Just showing where the Waratahs lack in every aspect of the game. The Waratahs will have to go back to the drawing board, buy some reinforcements. I know this is a young side, but it's been a couple of seasons now and they still haven't improved. So they will have to look to buy a couple more players to improve this side. So full time here in Australia, Waratahs home ground is 40 points to 7. And that is quite a disastrous result, as 23 out of 25 games have been won by the New Zealand franchises, which end up with the Highlanders taking on the Blues from Eden Park next weekend. So really looking forward to that. And I will see you guys at 4 o'clock again when we do the Exeter Chiefs taking on the Sale Sharks in the Gallagher Premiership semi-final. Until then, guys, this is the Rugby Guru